Hey, what's going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today I will show you guys 15 hacks and tricks that you can use on your device to clear the system data. Now, if you don't know what that is, if you go to your settings and you go to general right here and then go to iPhone storage, when you scroll all the way down here, you will see your system data. Now, you can see in my device it's actually really low right now, and of course this device has way more space, so that doesn't bother me a lot. But in some cases, especially when you have an iPhone with a lower storage capacity, this might get very annoying, and sometimes based on different updates and different circumstances, this can go quite high, even like 20 or 30 gigabytes. So here are 15 hacks that you should use that will help you decrease the size of the system data on your iPhone. First of all, we're heading to the privacy and security settings. Scroll all the way down here and you will find app privacy report. Now this is actually quite a good feature. It will basically just monitor your apps, the websites, and basically everything you use on your iPhone, and will show you reports here. So whatever these apps have used on your device. So if I go to calendar in this case, it will show me that it has used my contacts an hour ago. Now of course, all these data will take up space on your device. They will be stored right there on the system data. So what you want to do here, if you don't actually want to use this, just turn it off completely. You just scroll all the way down here, turn it off, and you're good to go. Next up is the Mail app. Attachments on emails will be saved there as well. Of course, there can be large attachments that can take up a lot of space on your iPhone. So you head on to any inbox you have emails, you tap on the filter right here. Now what you need to do is tap again and just enable here only with mail attachments. This will just filter your emails and just show you the mails where you actually have an attachment on those, and you can delete those from your device, that way clearing up a ton of storage. Now this right here is really interesting as well. The Books app also will take storage on the system data, and that's through something called reading goals. So if you have that enabled, you can go to Books here and then scroll down and you will see a button right here that says clear reading goals data. You will be able to clear it from here, tap there, and you clear the reading goals data, and that way you save some space on the system data. Next up are dictionaries. Now you can find those by going to settings, general, and then here we'll have dictionary. You go there and you will see the dictionaries here, and the ones that you have actually enabled are the ones that you're using and are saved on your device. Now if you have maybe just tried out something new here, or just maybe by accident enabled other dictionaries that you don't actually use, you can of course disable them from here. All you have to do is just tap on those to uncheck them and of course remove them from your device. Next will be fonts. Now Apple allows you to use fonts, actually install third-party fonts on your device, but not that you can change the system font or anything, you can just use them on other apps. So you can check your fonts by going to settings, general, and then you will have fonts right here. Now you can see I don't have any installed right now, but if you have any that you have previously installed and you don't want to use anymore, you don't need anymore, you can delete them from here. Moving on, under privacy and security, head on to your location services, scroll all the way down here to system services, and then right here you will find significant locations. Now this feature will track the locations that you actually frequently go to, and of course we'll save those there, and that's data of course that is being actually accumulated on your device in the system data. So if you don't actually need this, I don't know why you would actually, you can go here and just simply disable it. You just go to this section, you can clear the history, and if you want to keep it on, you can keep it on, but just make sure that you clear the history time after time, or just completely turn off the feature. Now of course, one very simple yet very effective way to actually clear system data on your device is by clearing the history and the website data of your browsers. So for Safari, most people will probably use this. You will have, of course, this button right here to clear the history and website data. You tap there, and of course, it also allows you to choose the time, like from which time to which you want to clear the data, and you can clear those for all of your profiles, or just choose the profile that you want to do that. And you can do this, of course, for other apps. If you use, like, let's say Google Chrome or any other browser, you will have an option within the app, within the settings of that app, to actually clear the history and website data, which sometimes can be actually very, very large. Now there will be also history that will be saved for Siri. So go to settings and go to Siri right here, Siri and search, and then you will have Siri and dictation history. This will also be saved on your device, of course on the system data, and you will simply have here a button. It doesn't show the history or the size of the history that it has saved, but you can delete them from here, and you can see right here it gives you an explanation of what this does. But of course clearing this will also give you some more free space on your device. Moving on to the iMessage settings, head on to your settings. Under messages you will find here at the bottom keep messages, so the messages history will be kept on your device forever if of course you use this option right here. But if you get a lot of messages, and of course with those messages you will get a lot of attachments as well, like videos and photos, of course you don't want to keep all of those saved on your device. You can choose the 30-day limit right there, which makes the message delete itself. Basically after 30 days the message is gone from your device. Now, of course if you have something important on those messages, you don't want to do that, and I would suggest that of course if you have any conversations that you need to keep on your device, do that manually. Go to the messages app and just delete those that you don't actually need and that have a lot of attachments that are being saved on the system data of your iPhone. You can also clear the cache of the App Store. Now the way to do that, to clear the cache files of the App Store, is simply by pressing 10 times on one of the tabs at the bottom of the App Store app. So we are on the Today's tab, so just press like 10 times. And that will clear the cache of the App Store. Now previously on previous iOS versions you would see some kind of flash here that would indicate that that is done. Now with iOS 16 and iOS 17 you won't see anything happen, but it actually does work. Next up, we're moving back here under the general settings, so head on to the general settings and go to language and region, and right here you will have at the top something called preferred languages. So basically the languages that you have here will be the ones that will be used by apps and websites. Basically the first language that is there that is supported by that website or app, it will use that language. So for a lot of people, of course, there will be one language that they will use, so their own language, they have it right here. But if you have added more here, you have a bunch of them, all of these, once you enable them, will actually be downloaded and saved on your device. So the way to do that, just simply swipe, of course, on the language and remove that if you don't actually need to use it. One very effective way to clear the system data on your device is to clear the caches of apps. A lot of apps do offer this option, like let's say here we have Spotify, TikTok has this feature, also Snapchat, Twitter does have it. A lot of apps actually have this feature where they allow you to clear the cached files. And you can see if I go to the storage here on my Spotify, it will show me exactly how much cached files it has saved on my device. 3.5 gigabytes right there. Now I can clear the cache, which means that it only clears the cached files and not delete the downloads that I have on my device. So that's really useful. You tap here and you clear the cache, and you can do this again for other apps as well. Any app that you use a lot, just check if they have this option under their settings. Now another way to clear the system data of your device is to actually update your iPhone. Make sure that you update your iPhone regularly. I know sometimes some updates will just go crazy and you will see a ton of like system files saved there, but that might happen in the first day or the second day after the update, but it will eventually go down. So you always make sure that you have your device updated to the latest iOS version. Of course, the best way to do that is to make sure that you have your automatic updates enabled. So anytime there's a new update, you don't need to worry about updating your device. Of course, the device updates automatically. Now another thing that will help, now of course, by using this method, you will clear some files from the system data, but they will eventually go back up with time. But it's rebooting your device. It does work, it's effective. You simply press the volume up button, volume down, and then press and hold the side button here until the screen goes dark, and then you see the app logo. That's when you release the side button, and now you're doing basically a forced reboot on your iPhone, which means that your iPhone will reboot and the system data should go down quite a bit. And last but not least, of course, the last option, if you're just having like very big issues with this thing, with the system data on your iPhone, and it doesn't go down by any like trick or hack that you use, the last thing you can do is actually restore your device completely. Now, if you want to do that, I would suggest that you actually first back up your device so that you can just restore from that backup and not lose all of your data. Or if you just want to start like with a fresh device, you can just have your files backed up to your computer or your iCloud, and then of course start as a new device. But again, one of the last options, but that of course will work, is restoring your device completely. So that is it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and of course subscribe for more, and I will see you on the next one.